Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly reading. I'm Jude. Remember, these are general, so they may or may not resonate, and that you have free will, so you do with the information what you want to do, your choices. So this is for the week of the 20th of Feb. And first, Sag, we're going to look at what energy you've been in, what's been going on for you, and then we're going to look at the week of the 20th of Feb, what challenges there might be, and what might be coming in to help you. Okay, so the energy you've been in, Sagittarius. So we've got the King of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Page of Wands. I just had a little instinct to look, and the Hermit wants to come as well. So we've got this energy that you've been in. It's all about your practical material world, I feel, but there's a choice. There's a choice to be made here. And it's about a new opportunity and whether you take it or not, I feel. And the sense of this is you're really looking at this from like a soul perspective of what a very big dream for you has been, and whether this is going to take you where you want to go. It's like that Hermit energy is looking at this opportunity and working out, will I, won't I, what would I leave behind if I did, what would be there if I go. But it's a choice you're looking at the moment, Sagittarius. So what is coming in of the week of the 20th of February for you, Sagittarius? A big week, Sagittarius. We've got the Devil, the Nine of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Sun. And immediately for some of you, it's not going to apply for everyone, but for some of you, I just heard there's a potential pregnancy around. It's very random, I know. And if it's not something but I can just get this, that just dropped in. So for some. The Devil energy, when we sit with this, is, this talks about those situations or patterns or behaviours that have kept us a little bit stuck, and maybe it's something that hasn't been for our highest good, but because we're unaware of it, we haven't seen it to even think about changing it. But the beauty of that energy when it comes in is it does shine a light for us. It gives us a look at it, and it says, Sagittarius, have a look at these beliefs and values that you've got running here, and, is it something you want to keep doing, or do you want to change it? You've got free will. You will decide. And this is the card very much about free will, the Lovers, which is also like the polar opposite of the Devil. Here there's an unencumbered energy where you're free to choose, with your higher sense of self, what you want for your life. Here there's a sense of a pattern or a belief or a value that's sitting there that's controlling you or manipulating you somehow, some way, and it's keeping you kind of bound and set in a situation. The gift of it too is that, the chains that are sitting around the neck here are loose and the hands are free. So you can lift it off and walk away. Once you recognize it and see it, you then get free will and a choice of whether you want to keep doing that pattern or not. The Nine of Swords has that energy of, rumination and constant thinking. So because these two cards are sitting with each other, my sense is that there's a lot of old thinking patterns here that have caused you a bit of angst. But what's beautiful and what I can see coming in is this new emotional energy here that also feels intuitive. This little Page of Cups has in his hat a third eye, which is all about your intuitive energy coming and opening, which also ties with the Lovers and the Hermit. You know, there's this sense of a very intuitive energy coming forward here that is suggesting it's guiding you into this beautiful sun energy, which is open, expansive. It's positive, it's optimistic, it's listening to your intuition, it's trusting it and moving forward with joy and love and lightness and all those beautiful energies here. This is a yes card, a very positive vibrational energy. So it's a big week, I think, Sagittarius, of shifting out of the things that have kept you stuck and moving into this, almost going from your head to your heart is the feeling of what's sitting there. So what's the challenge, please, for Sagittarius in this week? What's the challenge? Ooh. So the challenge is the Page of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. So the challenge is seeing the new opportunity and moving on. Page of Pentacles talks about a new opportunity, something coming that's of incredible value for you. And it's news of this. You know, we've got 3 pages on the table at the moment, Sagittarius. So this is about a lot of new sort of feelings, energies, values, opportunities. And the Eight of Cups talks about how we're looking at this in a little bit of an internal journey here of what brings you emotional fulfillment. And there's a sense that this is what you're looking for. Now, because they're coming as the challenges, it's going to be seeing them, I feel, because it's about this shift that happens, and it's almost like a very clear line of moving from this energy over to this energy, and it feels like there's a break point here. And this is the challenge, where the challenge sits for you, is recognizing this, seeing this, and letting it go so that you can move forward. Does that, does that make sense, Sagittarius? I feel this is where that shift happens for you. That's your challenge, is seeing these old patterns and releasing them. And then you get to move on and move forward into this beautiful energy here. Should you choose, this is a free will choice. But it's one that I feel like you've been reaching for. You've been trying to kind of grasp it like holding a cloud or something. It's like you've been trying to get your head on it. Some hands on it, head. I'm looking at the Nine of Swords and thinking about thinking. Sometimes when we're in this energy too, we need someone to help guide us, because if it's unconscious for us, we don't know it's there. So often the Hermit can be a guide, maybe a psychologist or a life coach or a mentor, a close friend who you trust, who can help you to see this as well for some of you. So what comes in to help Sagittarius, please? What comes in to help Sagittarius? Beautiful, I'm liking that already. We've got the Ten of Cups has come out, which is a progression from your Eight of Cups, where you're looking, you find it. Okay, what comes in to help Sagittarius, please? So we've got the Ten of Cups, Two of Swords, Five of Swords, Eight of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. So what's coming in to help you, Sagittarius, is, I feel this is about your community, your people, your family, your tribe, your group, your network. It's like there's help and support around you, a lot of emotional love and support around you, which is what this sense of here you're wanting. It's like connection. And because the Two of Swords and the Five of Swords are helper cards, it's like you get the opportunity to have a really good look at what this choice or this decision is for you. It's all about a shift in your thinking patterns, is what I'm getting with these cards today, because this is coming in as a help for you and a support. It's about getting your clarity, Sagittarius, and getting very clear in your thinking about what it is that you want. And then almost I'm feeling with that Five of Swords, it's like getting out there and standing up for what it is you want, or being very clear, or being prepared to defend yourself verbally, and say, this is what I want. This is how I want it to be. These are the things that are important to me. Because it's like this opens it up for you. And then all these opportunities seem to suddenly appear. They come in very quickly. And, then you get a choice. It's like one gets offered to you. Out of all these opportunities, you look at one very closely. And I feel this is where the choice and the decision sits about, do you take it or not? Because this is putting you into that sort of feeling of, is it going to bring you the returns you're wanting? It's tying back into this King of Pentacles energy here about wealth and abundance. What you've put your energy in before, has it returned you what you've wanted? Because I feel like for some of you, you've spent some time and some energy already on this, and this feels like a very practical application in the material world, but it hasn't necessarily returned you what you've expected. And now you're making, I feel like there's this new choice, new energy, new way of approaching a situation. Once you've set yourself free from this old pattern, once you recognize it, you get to release it should you choose to. And then it's like it all shifts and opens up. So I'm going to close your reading out, Sagittarius, with a message from Spirit for you. A message for Sagittarius, please. And we got the Lovers came out straight away, followed by the Four of Cups. And the Lovers is already on the table here for you. So I feel there's a really strong encouragement to release these old patterns. Recognize them and let them go if they're not serving you for your highest good, which is the Hermit and the Sun. And the Lovers is, as I said, the opposite of this. I feel like what I'm getting is to put this on top of that. This is about you letting go of those old patterns of thinking. And then, the Four of Cups is this opportunity that gets presented to you. And you decide whether you want it or not. Again, there's I'm hearing like a reticence on your part I feel like we needed one more. Because there's something in there that is like, no, I'm not so sure I want to accept it. And it is coming in as an opportunity, but I still feel like you're protecting your heart a little bit here, which is fair enough. Yeah. Is there anything else, Spirit, for Sagittarius? Yeah. The Emperor. So, there's this strength and sense of empowerment here. This is, really stepping into a very powerful energy, Sagittarius, and, being masterful in your thought and your emotions and really making some plans very courageously as well, I feel, from a position of strength. What do you really, really want? Because this big energy is coming in for you this week, Sag, where you get an opportunity to have a look at it and make some new directions should you choose. All right, I hope you have a fabulous week. And if you like this, please like, share and subscribe. I'd be really grateful. And have a fabulous week. Bye from me.